Well, as you can see, what I just saw from a distance while I was sort of passing over, that was the, I think this is one of the French Air Force Airbus A400M, that is, anyway. This is what I just saw flying past at a distance, anyway, as I just saw it. This is where I just saw the Airbus A400M, apparently. That's one of the France Air Force, that is. This is one of the France Air Force plane, apparently. But if I go to flight radar 24, he should tell me what the make of the plane is, anyway. So, but obviously, shame he's not on there, so it's not on flight radar. He should be on plane flight. There he is. Plane flight's got it though. As you can see, that I was right. That is the French Air Force. That is the Airbus A400M M118. That is. So, as you can see, that's one of the France Air Force just seen come over anyway. As you can see, doesn't tell me where it's coming from, but obviously, as you can see, it just came all the way from his base. As you can see, it came all the way, especially along base from France anyway. And this is where he took off from, apparently, just as he's been down to visit RAF Bright Netherlands, apparently. So that just took off from Bright Netherlands, apparently, which this is the first time I ever filmed the French Air Force on the Airbus A400M for the first time. This is the first time I ever filmed one of them. So yeah, the time it took off was probably just after 3 o'clock. So it took off just from Bright North to just around 3 o'clock. So just after 3 o'clock it took off. So yeah, as you can see, he's just done. He just went for a miss approach just over to Cardiff Airport, apparently. It just went for his miss approach just over to Cardiff Airport, apparently. So yeah, and then it just came down here to pass over North Devon, and then just from here it passed over just over St Austell, and then when we saw it turning, he was literally just at 24. He was at 4,000 feet. He was anyway, so he was basically just at 204,000 feet. He was, so pretty much at high feet anyway. So yeah, and as you can see, the registration is F-RBAK. That is, as you can see, with the call sign is CTM2019. It's the call sign for that one. So yeah, and this is where he took off from today, apparently, just somewhere just over to Leeds, whatever it's called anyway. It's in France anyway, which I've never heard of that place before. So this is where he's based at anyway. So this is where he's just based from anyway. So if I go to flight rate 24, he should be able to tell me. Where was it? That's Tours. There we go. So basically, he would have took off just at Airport Longfallet Airport, apparently. I think this is where the Airbus A400M French Air Force is based at. It's based around there anyway. So yeah, which I think is based around there anyway. Which I've never seen the French Air Force on the Airbus A400M before, which is the first time I ever filmed it for the first time. This is the first time I ever filmed the French Air Force on the Airbus A400M for the first time. So yeah, which is very surprising to see though. Very surprising to see the French Air Force on the Airbus A400M for the first time, which I've never seen before. Especially like sometimes we mostly still on the Royal Air Force, especially like most of the time in Cornwall, that we do sometimes see the Royal Air Force Airbus A400M sometimes, which we mostly do see on the Royal Air Force sometimes, which we sometimes see that. So yeah, so basically we do sometimes see that on the Royal Air Force Airbus A400M, which sometimes we do see the Airbus A400M on the Royal Air Force sometimes in Cornwall when it comes to a visit. So yeah, but you can see this was my first time seeing the French Air Force on the Airbus A400M for the first time, which is a bit of a surprise to see, but never seen before in Cornwall. Never seen that flying past over the distance where I was. And this is where I saw it passing over just as he was currently miles away from where I was in Penryn. He was literally miles away from Main Gisley. So literally this is where I saw it, apparently. He's literally passing over to just over on the South Ocean, passing over, going heaven by the looks of it, going haven. So yeah, he was passing just not far from St Moors anyway, but he was miles away from me apparently, which he was miles away to see from where I was. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like he's probably now travelling back to his base anyway, back in France I think. He's now going to be going back to France I believe, so yeah. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.